Good evening again. For those that may not know, hopefully most of you know, I've not been here yet a year, but I think I've been here long enough. I'm Tom Huseman, Director of Athletics and Recreation at UBC Okanagan, and very happy to welcome all of the student athletes and special guests here tonight on an evening of celebration of athletics. Before I give way to our esteemed MCs this evening, I have the pleasure of opening tonight's program by introducing the newly inducted 2019 Big Block Club members. Membership in this prestigious club was modified slightly this year, specifically that membership in the Big Block Club and the awarding of the rings are awarded in individuals' graduating years as either a heat athlete or as a UBC student. The qualification criteria remain the same, which is using 2 years of eligibility in Canada West or Pac West competition, or 4 years of participation in sports competing in other leagues and other competitions. This year, which is the 8th year of the program, there are 6 new members being added to the Big Block Club. However, to not have those 6 new members feel all alone, we've invited the other 13 student athletes who are already members of the club, but are being recognized again here this evening in their graduating year. So I would like to draw your attention to one of the main doors, and please join me in welcoming our Big Block Club class of 2018-19. So as I'll draw your attention to our 6 newest members of the Big Block Club, who are joined by the other current and graduating year members of the BBC. From women's volleyball, Ann Richards, for sure. And from men's rugby, we have Matthew Clark, Kenji Fuse, Andrew McMillan, Daniel Moreni, and Kirk Yishilchimin. One more time, let's give it up for our Big Block class of 2018-19 as they make their way back to their seats. Yeah. We're good. Yeah, you guys can head back to your chairs. What's it? Oh, we'll call you up in a second. So as the Big Block class of 2018-19 are making their way back to their seats, I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Ian Cole, Associate Vice President, Students at UBCO. And I wasn't even done with I haven't even started the accolades. Gentlemen in the back, please. Thank you. Again, just want to give a shout out to Ian, not only for his continued leadership and support of athletics and recreation on campus, but also for helping establish and fund the rings that are presented and provided to all the Big Block members. So again, thank you, Ian. So you're not here to hear from me tonight, so there's much more to be celebrated as an athletics program. And even though our league successes may have been on the modest side this past season, we have a lot of individual and other accomplishments to recognize. Earlier in November, we recognized the outstanding academic accomplishments of so many of our student athletes, highlighted by 28% of HEAT student athletes earning academic All-Canadian or National Scholar honors, which for those that don't recall is 80% or higher GPA in the preceding year. So an impressive number for sure. Tonight we'll recognize our team MVPs as well as student and community leadership recipients. We'll break for dinner and then we will make our way for our major awards, being Rookie of the Years, Graduating Athletes of the Year, and Outstanding Athletes of the Year. So without further ado, I would now like to introduce you to our student athlete MCs. Give it up for Denham O'Reilly and Sophia Furlan. The podium is now theirs and keeping us on track.
Good evening, everyone. You're supposed to say good evening back there. Good evening, everyone. There we go. I just wanted to feel loved. Thank you so much. We want to take a special, the first one here just to thank the Coast Capri Hotel for having us once again this year. It's an awesome place to have it, so give it up for them. It's me. We also want to take a moment just to recognize and applaud the efforts and the commitment of all the coaches of all the teams. These individuals dedicate a tremendous amount of time on and off the competitive surface, and we're very fortunate to have them to lead our teams. Please join me in expressing our appreciation of their time and expertise. Under the guidance of the student athletes and of HAC,
Sorry, who?
HAC, Heat Athletic Council.
What's that?
It's a couple student athletes. It's supposed to be like 15 student athletes, but it's like 5 that plan the events and the opportunities for us, that kind of thing.
Are they the ones with the Purdy's chocolates?
Yeah, the one that make you guys pay absorbent amounts of money for Purdy's chocolate.
I really don't like those guys. That's unfortunate. All right, so let's get started. In no particular order this evening, but starting with our favorite team, women's basketball.
Of course. Coached by Bobby Mitchell with support from assistant coaches Lonnie Mazurek. All right, we're going to stop for 1 second here also. I'm going to add in a rule. We're just all going to have unoffendable hearts. There's a lot of not easy names. There's not a ton of Ellis Johnsons on this list. So if we botch your name, we're just going to roll with it. So let's just be gracious.
Love us anyways.
That being said, assisted by Coach Lonnie Mazurek, Diane Schutz and Lisa Nickel, and captained by Jordan Korol, Anna Evans, and Vanessa Botticelli, this team went on to break a streak that had a strong grip. Bobby has actually been placed as the permanent head coach and is excited to continue with the Heat program. He believes that we have the coaching leadership in place to maximize the opportunity to build a women's basketball program that can complement the academic reputation of the UBC Okanagan's campus. We'd like to welcome the recipient of the Leadership and Community Service Award, Jordan Korol, to the stage. No. First name, and you guys already botched it. You're supposed to wait to clap. Jordan is a two-time academic All-Canadian who's coming off one of the best performances a women's basketball player has ever had. All the while, Jordan volunteers for the BC Cancer Society and volunteered at the Canadian Blood Service's Hockey Gives Media Day. Jordan has always stepped up and volunteered with our Junior Heat program at the Fall Academy and spring and summer camps. Jordan was a recipient of the Sylvia Sweeney Community Service Award from the Canada West, which is the Heat's first major conference award winner. Bobby goes on to say that Jordan leads by example daily and is capable of leading her teammates in a positive way from the first years to the 5th years. Congratulations, Jordan. We would now like to invite the women's basketball MVP, Vanessa Botticelli, to the stage. This table didn't clap at all. That was really good. Well done.
They're getting dinner first.
Vanessa led the team in scoring, assists, and steals per game. She was second in rebounds and was tied for first in Canada West in assists per game and second in the country. Vanessa is recognized for her consistent play no matter the situation, and over the course of her career has always brought her best. Congratulations, Vanessa. And now we move on to men's basketball.
All right. Coached by interim coach Ken Olenek and assisted by Tom Gillespie, this team made some serious waves early in the season. Captained by Triston Matthews and Aldridge Barrios. Am I saying that right?
He must be a transfer.
Yeah. This team was a shock to some unsuspecting opponents. With wins early in the season, it showed that you could never count them out in competition. The men's program would like to recognize Triston Matthews as a second star of the week and Hafith Mowalan as an all-rookie team recipient to the Canada West League. Congrats, guys. As for the team's Leadership and Community Service Award, as well as the MVP, we invite Aldridge Barrios to the stage. Al led the team in both minutes played and assists. During this past season, he did whatever was required to have the team be successful. Coach Ken felt very comfortable with Al's game knowledge, and as one of the captains, Al and Ken were always on the same page. His determination and his commitment to the Heat men's basketball program for the past 5 years truly encapsulates the character of this young man. Without him, we do not come within a few minutes of making the playoffs for the first time in U Sports history. Ken went on to say that over many years of involvement with basketball, Al is definitely one of the finest teammates I have come across. He never sacrificed the team's success for his own success, a true sign of a great teammate. I believe one of the highest compliments I can ever pay a player is that they were a great teammate. Not a good one, but a great one. Congrats, Al. Up next is cross country.
He had a tough time with the arrows, it's okay. For cross country, coached by John Machuga and assisted by Mackenzie Wong, Camille Galloway, and Delilah Topic, this team is quickly becoming one of the largest rosters in the Heat lineup and is chock full of talent. A big thank you to John and his level of commitment to this program, and the assistants who offer up a huge amount of experience and specialties to help guide runners to success. For the Team Leadership and Community Service Award, we would like to invite Brittany Webster and Owen Harris to the stage. Two-time Olympian, Brittany brings a lot of intangibles to the team settings. She provides a calming influence and a variety of stories to her teammates during training and travel. During travel, Brittany is often seen in a quiet spot studying. Brittany also networks for the team and the community very well, as she is an active coach in 3 different sports. She has expanded the program opportunities by finding discounted training venues, accommodations, and gear for her teammates. She has managed all this while working and achieving a very high average in her courses. Coach John says, small runner, big backpack.
Oh, you know what they say about big backpacks, Denham?
A lot of books. Yeah, a lot of books.
Okay. Owen is a vocal leader in practices whose comments range from lightening the mood to focusing the group on the hard work ahead. Outside of practice, Owen helps build the community by coaching at a local triathlon club. He is also an excellent announcer for some of the local track and field meets. He does this while being one of the top performers on the cross-country team and maintains a high academic average. Coach goes on to say that Owen has emerged as a leader integral to the cross-country team. As good as Owen might be at running, you should check out his dodgeball skills. His team, the H-Killers, actually won intramurals this year. And ladies, if you're looking for love, they've got Instagram. Slide them a DM. Congratulations to both of you. We would now like to invite the team captains and team MVPs, Veronica Fagan and Mike Mitchell.
Woo! Veronica exemplifies what it's looked for in a cross-country athlete, both on and off the field. As a first-team All-Star, she has continued to perform well amongst the best in the country, contending for the win in almost every race this year. Veronica is also the team leader when they are interacting with coaching staff and administrators. John says Veronica is a very coachable athlete, often saying, when the going gets hard, trust the process.
Mike has consistently been their best performer in races all season long, continuing to set new standards in each one. Mike accomplishes this by putting in the work, keeping the team accountable, and setting the tone in workouts. Actually, they very might well be the only team that consistently shows up to their workouts.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, everyone goes. It's pretty good. John would like to say, hurdles are your friend. Congratulations, Veronica and Mike. Oh, yes. Thanks. Up next is the golf team. Coached by Cass Hertzog and assisted by Cody Bell, the season was filled with many highlights for both teams and players. They actually were probably the most successful team.
Not probably.
They were the, yeah. They got medals this year. Yeah, that's the goal, I think. The men claimed a provincial bronze medal, and the women claimed the provincial title and a national bronze this year. Successes included Rebecca Reitzma receiving Athlete of the Week for both CCAA and Pac West, as well as being a provincial All-Star and CCAA All-Canadian. Derek Graham also received Pac West Academic Excellence recognition. Great job, buddy.
We would like to invite the winners of the Team Leadership and Community Service Award up, McKenna Lesiak and Nick Federko. McKenna's happy-go-lucky attitude is a huge contribution to the overall light attitude of our golf team. Her attitude alone qualifies her for this award, but her strong play and willingness to help her fellow teammates in any way possible makes her a shoo-in. McKenna is a large reason the golf team was able to compete over the last 2 seasons. Her initiative and hard work led the team to finding proper avenues via fundraising and led the team in community effort. Coach Cass says, McKenna, aka Dart Dog, will make you laugh while she's chucking darts. You'll never be as happy when you lose as when you're up against the Dart Dog.
Ellis, buddy, have you met McKenna? I think you might have some competition over here. Mr. Federico is consistently one of the strongest players on the team. He is very much a perfectionist and is never satisfied with his current game. This is a great trait to possess in golf because it allows Nick to be driven and to always improve, which is why he's such a good leader. You can never tell whether Nick was under 10 or over 10 due to his consistent demeanor on the course. Nick's desire to improve and better his game spread throughout the rest of the team and led to improvement of the team's working habits and as a whole. Coach says Nick is a leader on and off the golf course. He also leads in categories of best hair, and most likely to hole out a wedge. Do you know what that means?
No.
Well, at least they know. Okay. Congratulations to both. We would now like to invite team MVPs Samantha Copeland and Marcus Apton to the stage.
Woo. Samantha won the first 2 tournaments she played in this year as a rookie. She didn't finish outside the top 2 in all of the other league play events. She finished 8th overall at Nationals, where she led the girls team to a bronze medal. For a veteran player with a lot of experience, this would be a very successful season, but for a rookie, it's completely unheard of. Samantha became a league favorite in the Pac West as well as the CCAA. Her coach has received numerous compliments about her politeness as well as the quality and consistency of her golf game. A Pac West 2-time Athlete of the Week, a Provincial All-Star, a Player of the Year, as well as a CCAA All-Canadian, 2-time CCAA Athlete of the Week, and a CCAA Academic All-Canadian, Sam has captured the attentions of many in her rookie season. Coach Cass says Samantha Copeland, aka the Silent Assassin, earned her nickname rightfully. Quiet on the course, yet deadly on the scorecard.
Marcus started the season with a bang by winning the first Pac West tournament he ever played in. He put up with cold temperatures and heavy downpouring rain for 36 holes to come out on top, and he did so with a smile on his face. After that first tournament, it was clear that his leadership role on the team was inevitable. Not only did he win the first tournament, but he also had strong finishes in each of the events that followed. A Pac West and CCAA Athlete of the Week, Marcus has had a very strong start to his golf career with the Heat. His coach says Marcus is a tough person to play golf against. Not only is he almost always beating you, but he's doing it with a giant grin on his face the entire time. Who wouldn't that frustrate? Congratulations to you both, and congratulations to the entire golf program for a very strong season.
Now, let's move on to women's rugby. Coached by Christian Hill, and assisted by Mark Pinda, and captained by Jordan Souls and Abby Nyberg, this team spent a long time away from home in competition. With no shortage of energy and enthusiasm, this team continues to produce strong student athletes. We would like to call Jordan Souls to the stage as the Leadership and Community Service Award recipient. I mean, you guys have clapped in between every single one now, so we're just going to clap. Jordan is a dedicated, hard-working student athlete, both a leader on the team and off. You can usually find her at the equipment desk or in the hangar as the department's student staff. Jordan acted as an on-location liaison for the team when it comes to dealing with the admin staff and ensured that things stayed on track and flowed smoothly. Thank you, Jordan, and congratulations. We would like to now welcome up the women's rugby MVP, Emma Johnson, to the stage. Emma is no stranger to the heat. Bringing her passion for sport, athleticism, and competitive nature to rugby has made Emma a huge contributor to our rugby program this year. Emma Johnson scored a total of 45 points, was top 20 in Canada West, and she played in one less tournament than all the other players. Congratulations, Emma. Now for men's rugby.
Coached by Chris Haynes and assisted by Ben Harris and Dan Haynes. Captained by Steve Tossenson and Dom Haynes. This team posted 4 wins, 2 losses in 15s play, and played host to the Hinson Cup while pitted against a strong Calgary team. This year for men's rugby marks the end of the Haynes dynasty, as Dom Haynes is finally graduating. You did it, buddy. Woo! Congratulations, Dom, and please put your hands together for a special thank you to the Haynes family, majority of whom could not be here tonight, so Dom's their representative. It is now time to bring up the Leadership and Community Service Award recipient, my guy, Andrew McMillan. You're supposed to walk up here. Yeah, there you go. Andrew's been a huge contributor to the team for the last 4 years, on and off the field. Whether it be painted up in the stands at our indoor game. Oh, you're taking the long way. Okay, that's cool. At our indoor games, leading supporting chants, or leading the team to deserved victories. Andrew has always had an influence on our Heat community. Andrew, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you this past year, and I cannot wait to stress about the tissue exam with you. Congrats, buddy. Buddy has no idea. What are you doing? We would now like to invite the men's rugby MVP to the stage, Steve Tossenson. Are you gonna say that?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Steve is a local, immaculate talent that had come to the team 5 years ago. A finalist for Graduating Player of the Year, Steve has exemplified what it means to be a team leader on and off the pitch. In his 5th year, his contributions to the team cannot be understated. Not to mention the ridiculous amounts of weights this kid puts up, like bench, deadlift. But although your deadlift you might want to add a few pounds. I hear Dom and Ethan are catching up on you. Congrats, Steve. And now for women's soccer.
Coached by Craig Smith, assisted by Carly Tingstead and Kai Tolpenrud. Yeah, decently? No? Okay, that's cool. This team gained a set of victories early in the season. Captained by Lindsay Berthelsen and Ali Farinado, this team was not perfect in the win-loss column, but were perfect in their style of play in their 2018-19 Canada West campaign. The league took notice and awarded the conference's Fair Play Award, truly a testament to the on-team leadership of both Lindsay and Ali. They will be very missed next season. We'd actually like to invite up Lindsay Berthelsen to the stage as the recipient of the Leader in Community Leadership Award.
Leader in community
You know. Lindsay was a consistent team leader from the onset of her Heat career. She led by example at all times, be it on the field, while training, or at play. She shared wisdom with and guidance with her teammates through all stages of their university careers and was a key connection between the coaches and players. Lindsay developed an incoming rookie handbook to assist first years transitioning to student life. She consistently achieves high academic standing and holds herself and her teammates accountable to the highest standards. Her involvement in the HACK and SAMI initiatives are only a few examples of Lindsay exemplifying true leadership. Thank you and congratulations, Lindsay. We'd like to now invite the MVP of women's soccer to the stage, Maya Bandy. Ooh. She's not here, apparently, so she's abroad. Okay, generally she was really good, so we're just gonna, no, I'm kidding. Maya's been an academic All-Canadian since arriving to UBCO. She's constantly a high academic achiever while starting and playing in every minute of every match this year. Leading by example on and off the pitch, Maya has never missed a gym or practice session. She consistently demands hard work and dedication in the classroom, on the pitch, and in the gym from herself and her teammates. The coaches go on to say Maya was absolutely outstanding in all areas of being a student athlete and is truly a credit to our team. Congratulations, Maya, wherever she is. Woo! Never missed a session.
Next, men's soccer. Coached by Dante Zanata, assisted by Tom Flanagan, Gary Graham, and captained by Sean Pilcher and Hamish Waldy. The team congratulates Brett Deppner on his career with UBCO and Sean Pilcher as a finalist for Graduating Player of the Year. It's about time you graduated, Sean. Like, come on, man. We would also like to congratulate Luke Workington as a finalist for Most Outstanding Athlete of the Year. For Leadership and Community Service Award, Men's Soccer would like to recognize Nicholas Reitzma. Nick is an outstanding student. He started all 16 games and had 3 shutouts, but his work away from the pitch is more impressive. He has volunteered at the hospital for the last 2 years in a variety of positions. Most recently in the emergency room, helping patients and their families feel comfortable and making sure everyone knows where to go. Nick was a leader in mental health initiatives this year and has been hosting awareness nights through the school with the Heat Athletic Council. In the past year, he has had speeches at local high schools like Mount Boucherie and Kelowna Secondary. Nick also gives back to the soccer community by coaching keepers at a local club. Dante says that his work in the community with programs that he cares for deeply, along with his stellar play and maintaining his AAC status, is very impressive. Congrats, Nick. And now for the men's soccer MVP, we would like to welcome Hamish Waldy to the stage. Hamish was a leader both on and off the field. His work rate and commitment to the program is exceptional. Hamish was an example during training and during the games, always putting the well-being of the team first and playing through the injuries at times. With the young group, Hamish was very important in guiding the first-year players by showing what's needed to be successful in their careers at UBCO. Hamish played every minute that he was available for as a center back and had 3 goals and 1 assist to go with his defensive work. Dante says that Hamish's ability as a player, as well as his dedication to the program, both on and off the pitch, with a young group, was second to none. Congratulations, Hamish.
And now for the final sport on the list. Obviously, we're saving the best for last year. Well, kind of our, not best. Best people. That's a better way to say that. Women's volleyball we're going with next. Coached by Steve. You can clap. Volleyball's great. Great job. Coached by Steve Manuel and assisted by Becky Kaczynski, Jackie Taves, and Carl Enns, with special thanks to Greg Dumanoir and Mark Broom. This team was captained by Ann Richards, and this team's young members were very impressive, with rookies like Jade Boussard and Sydney Grills both being named to the Canada West All-Rookie team. Congratulations to you both, as they're both finalists for Rookie of the Year. So, for the recipient of the Leadership and Community Award, it's actually the lady to my right here. So she's just going to stand and it's going to be fun. Soph is the consummate student athlete. Dedicated, hardworking, intelligent, driven, selfless. She's always eager to volunteer and has taken a leadership role on several initiatives, such as the Hack, SAMI, Junior Heat Volleyball, but also with all team community outreach initiatives as well. Her involvement on and off the court is second to none. She's a 5-time academic All-Canadian and someone who has the respect from the entire Heat family. Soph was actually, we're going off script here for a second, Soph was actually my first friend in Kelowna, which was a big thing for me. And that's all I'm saying, that's great. Soph, you've been an amazing friend throughout the year here, and you've really shown me the ropes of Kelowna and the team, and I'm going to stop because, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, Sophia Furlan. Okay, we're going to go to the women's volleyball MVP, my very close and
I'm going to let you finish, but I'm actually not going to let you finish. Okay. My friend, Ann Richards. Ann has always been a physical presence on the court and a major contributor to the offense in her years here. Ann led the team in kills, aces per set, and ended in the top 15 for Canada West kills per set. A consistent player and a leader on and off the court, Ann has been a force with the Heat. Ann and I had the pleasure of first playing when we were in grade 9, and it seems only fitting that we end our careers together. I hope you go on to play pro, and I hope to watch you at some point. I'm so grateful to have you as a friend. It's been a wild time. Love you, girl. Okay.
And last but not least, the team with obviously the least amount of drama this year. We had no issues in any sort of regard. Men's volleyball.
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Coached by Brad Hudson and assisted by Darren Morera and Grant Sonnenberg, with special thanks to Steve Clemens. This team, under the distributed captain leadership between my guy Denham, Max Heppel, Brennan Goski, and Cam Vanderveen, locked in a big victory against the rival Wolfpack in a very exciting match that went right to the end.
We got one. Yeah!
This young team showed some real fight and began to show their identity in the final match of the year. Well, at least you began. You're on, only can go up, only can go up. Shout out to Cam Vanderveen, who locked in a Canada West all-rookie team selection. Cam made some significant contributions to the team this year and is one to watch as he is a finalist for Rookie of the Year. Now, fittingly, I get the pleasure of talking about my friend here as well tonight. Apparently, all you need to do to get this award is just be an MC. It's fine. Denham O'Reilly, for the leadership and community service recipient. Denham's commitment to service transcended being a student athlete. He was a difference maker in his own community, within our UBCO community, within Heat Athletics, and in the Okanagan. engaging in church youth groups, Red Frogs UBCO, Bring the Heat clothing drive, Parkinson's Super Walk, and Bell Let's Talk Day, not to mention his contributions to the hack. Thank you so much. No. Denham truly made a difference to the Heat program. Coach Brad quotes John Wooden, "Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do." Brad is incredibly proud of Denham and his efforts this year, and says, "The measure of a person is not what they take or have, it's the difference they choose to make in the lives of others." Denham never fails to embrace every opportunity he has to be a difference maker. Although our friendship was literally an arranged friendship over Instagram, a third-party person was just like, "Hey, you guys need to be friends." I was a little skeptical at first, to be honest. I wasn't sure. It's this weird guy just kind of being like, "Hey, you want to be friends?" Yikes. That's rough. He has one of the kindest hearts I have ever experienced, and he will help you out anytime you ask for it. He's always there for you, and he's always looking to be beside you when you need help. So, thank you so much.
Okay, Soph took mine for Anne, so I'm going to take my team's MVP because I want to. I'm going to invite Max Heppel to the stage as our team MVP. In only his second season with the Heat, Max has blossomed into the program's most reliable outside hitter. Max led the team in sets played, kills per set, total attacks, points, and points per set. He was also second in digs and service aces. A consistent player and a leader on and off the court, he's one to watch in the coming years. Coach Hudson says, "When I think about Max's impact on our program this season, I'm reminded of a Muhammad Ali quote. You lose nothing when fighting for a cause. In my mind, the losers are those who don't have a cause they care about." Max has shown nothing less than incredible commitment to his teammates and our program. Max embodies what we want our program to be about: commitment, selflessness, passion, unity, and gratitude. Congratulations, bud.
All right, so that concludes the team awards section. Woo! Way to make it through, everybody.
Yes. Welcome back, everyone. Can we take one more minute just to thank the Capri Hotel for an amazing dinner again? We'd like to take a moment to recognize and applaud the outstanding efforts and commitment of our student therapist staff. Under the direction of head therapists Jeff Thorburn and Kevin Phillips, these senior HKIN students commit huge amounts of time to providing excellent athletic therapy support to our student athletes at home and on the road. It is clear to all involved that our teams would not perform nearly as well without their services. Please join me in thanking host trainers Cordy Elliott, Rachel Garrett, Adelina Mercury, Rebecca Monroe.
Men's basketball, Nav Brar.
From women's basketball, Carly Pock and Ali Atkinson-E.
Men's volleyball, Stephen Koistra.
Yes, Stephen! From women's volleyball, Ashley Larson.
Men's soccer, Ryan Jerry.
From cross country, Aaron Brucker.
Women's soccer, Bia Landaverde.
Women's rugby, Dominique Amfit.
Men's rugby, Shannon Morton.
And strength and conditioning, Ethan Bell, Nikki Jinks, and Liam Stewart. Woo. Thank you guys all so much for your time, effort, and commitment to our teams and players this past season.
So, as presenters, we took it upon ourselves to make a little bit of an award this year for the trainers. Denham, a little background, please.
Yes, so for all of us who were at one point injured this year, I'm sure there's few of us who weren't, we saw a little bracket hanging on the wall for all the student trainers, and it was a taping competition. Who could tape an ankle the fastest? And so we wanted to recognize there was a winner in all of it, so we're going to take a second to recognize that trainer who was the fastest out of everyone.
Yeah, so Denham, the trophy.
Yes.
We have the trophy. And with 1 minute and 6 seconds, Stephen Koistra.
Woo!
Please come up and accept your very expensive trophy. And we'd like to make an honorable mention because, Stephen had quite a few injuries, like men's volleyball, I think, had quite a few ankles rolled. But men's soccer also had their fair share. But Ryan Jerry just didn't make it past quarters. So, I'm sorry, buddy. So, one of our traditions is to celebrate individuals who this past year have completed their final year of competition, either by using up their athletic eligibility or through graduation. In most cases, at their final home competitions, we have presented them with an action photo as a token of our appreciation for their contribution to the program. Please hold your applause until all are standing. From basketball, Vanessa Botticelli and Aldridge Barrios. And you stand.
Yeah, you guys are going to stand when we say the name. There we go. Great job. We're rolling now. From cross country, Veronica Fagan.
From rugby, Matthew Clark, Kenji Fuse, Dom Haynes, Andrew McMillan, Daniel Moreni, Steve Tostenson, Jack Welsh, Kurt, and Emma Johnson.
From soccer, Brett Deppner, Sean Pilcher, Lindsay Berthelsen, Ali Farinado, and Jasmine Cooper. And from volleyball, Brendan Goski, Ann Richards, Aidan Lee, and Sophia Furlan. Please join me with a big round of applause to recognize their dedication to the sport.
And now to the Graduating Player of the Year Awards. These are presented to a 4th or 5th year student athlete who is completing their program of study and who has demonstrated superior athletic achievement, leadership on and off the competitive surface over the course of their career at UBCO. We are very fortunate this year to have these awards sponsored by Freedom 55 Financial. Freedom 55 Financial is providing $1,000 to each recipient. It is now my pleasure to invite Thomas Gamer, Director of Business Development, and Sean Olson, Director of Regional Recruiting Western, to come up, say a few words, and make the presentations to the Graduating Player of the Year.
Well, first, we just want to say thank you to everyone involved and inviting us out tonight to participate and be here with all of you today. When Pam Prentice first reached out to us to sponsor the event, Sean and I did all that we could to make it happen. Sean and I both have a competitive sports background. Sean from American football, me from real football, which you guys call soccer. The lessons that we learned from competitive sports have helped us through our lives and careers, not only in social dynamics where we learn a lot about people, about how to encourage each other, and the camaraderie you get being part of a team, but also an immense amount in the business world where there's a huge amount of competition and an enormous amount of teamwork required to succeed. It's not just us that recognise the positive impact that sport has on people's lives, but lucky for us, our company also recognises that as well and allowed us to be here tonight. Our companies have a long history of hiring people from sports backgrounds because we know that competitive sports instill so many good qualities in young people, and as such, we're really happy to have been asked to be here and present an award. But honestly, from our opinion, every one of you have participated, competed, and fought for your team. You're all winners in the long run, so congratulations to all of you guys.
Let's start with the ladies. And the finalists for the Female Graduating Player of the Year are
The finalists for Female Graduating Player of the Year, Vanessa Botticelli, basketball, finished her heat career with 693 points in Canada West play, the 6th most in program history. Veronica Fagan, cross country. A two-time UBC Okanagan Outstanding Athlete of the Year, Fagan has a long list of accolades in her time with the Heat. Sophia Furlan, volleyball. The libero from Calgary was a member of 4 different Canada West Final Four teams and is also on her way to a 5th Academic All-Canadian Award. Aidan Lee, volleyball, has had a standout career in a Heat uniform, as she has twice been a finalist for Female Athlete of the Year and was a second-team All-Canadian last season.
And the winner is Veronica Fagan.
Congratulations, Veronica. The finalists for Male Graduating Player of the Year are...
The finalists for Male Graduating Player of the Year, Aldrich Barrios, basketball, finished his career with 1,483 points to his name. Brennan Goski, volleyball. After transferring in from Regina for his final season of eligibility, Goski racked up 144 kills in 17 starts. Sean Pilcher, soccer. He started in 57 Canada West matches as a defender in his 5 years with the team, racking up 3 goals and an assist in his time. Steve Tostenson, rugby. The Kelowna product has played multiple positions in his time with the Heat and has helped them to multiple victories in his career and multiple Hinson Cup wins.
And our Male Graduating Player of the Year is Aldrich Barrios. Congratulations, Aldrich. Thank you, Tom and Sean, and also thank you, Freedom 55.
It's now our pleasure to invite Ian Cole, Associate Vice President of Students, to the stage to present the Female and Male Rookie of the Year awards. This award is presented to a student in their first year of post-secondary competition who has demonstrated superior athletic achievement and contributions to their team.
The finalists for Female Outstanding Athlete of the Year, Maya Bandy, soccer. The versatile midfielder started in all 14 Canada West matches for the Heat and was named Game MVP on 4 separate occasions throughout the season. Samantha Copeland, golf, was named a CCAA All-Canadian Pac West Player of the Year in her rookie campaign for the Heat. Veronica Fagan, cross country. The Kelowna product had another exceptional season for the Heat as she was named a Canada West All-Star in the program's first season in the league. Jordan Korol, basketball, became the first player in women's program history to average a double-double for an entire season. Ann Richards, volleyball, led the UBC Okanagan attack this season with 239 kills, along with a 2.85 kills per set average and 40 service aces.
Female Outstanding Athlete of the Year, and the winner is Jordan Korol.
So since that was Most Outstanding Athlete of the Year, we might as well just do the male version of that. So, Male Most Outstanding.
Just kidding.
Psych. Male Rookie of the Year.
The finalists for Male Rookie of the Year, Tyler Dillon, soccer. The center midfielder made an impact all season for the Heat as he featured in 13 conference matches, including 9 starts. Hafeeth Moalen, basketball. The shifty point guard led all Canada West freshmen in terms of scoring at 12 points a game. Cam Vanderveen, volleyball. He finished with 63 kills total in just 32 sets played, also managed 12 blocks and 32 digs. Turner Woodroff, cross country. The first year from Kelowna featured in every race this past season, with his time counting for every event as well.
And the men's rookie of the year is Hafeeth Moalen. It is now my pleasure to invite Diane Wetherill, Director of Sales at Coast Capri Hotel, to come forward and make presentations to the Female Rookie of the Year and the Male Most Outstanding Athlete. Just a little switch. Yeah, it's fine. And you already know the criteria, so we'll go with Female Rookie of the Year.
The finalists for Female Rookie of the Year, Jessica Ambrosio, soccer. The striker was the only rookie on the Heat to start all 14 Canada West matches, and her 2 goals tied for most this season. Samantha Copeland, golf, named a CCAA All-Canadian and Pac West Player of the Year, picking up 2 victories and 2 second-place finishes in 4 conference tournaments. Sydney Grills, volleyball, set a program record in terms of kills in a season by a rookie with 226, which was also the second most in all of U Sports. Jade Bizarre, volleyball. The Red Deer Alberta product finished the year with 138 kills and 174 digs on the season.
And the winner is Samantha Copeland. Congratulations, Samantha.
And the finalists for Male Most Outstanding Athlete of the Year are...
The finalists for Male Outstanding Athlete of the Year, Aldrich Barrios, basketball. Finished second on the team in terms of scoring at just under 15 points a contest and averaged 38.5 minutes a contest this season. Max Heppel, volleyball. He led the team in total kills, 203, kills per set, 2.86, while also sitting third in digs at 105. Triston Matthews, basketball, led the team in scoring at 17.2 points per game and started in all 20 conference games for the second consecutive season. Mike Mitchell, cross country. The engineering student captured the individual title at the Heat's home race, while he also finished top 20 at all the regular season competitions. Luke Workington, soccer, a marksman all season long. Workington led the team with 5 goals in Canada West play, while also being named game MVP on 3 separate occasions.
And the winner is Aldrich Barrios.
Congrats, Al. Thank you, Diane, and thanks again to the Coast Capri Hotel for its ongoing support of Heat Athletics. Woo! Yeah,
And to conclude the evening, I would like to call forward Assistant to the Director, Mama Luge, with some closing remarks. Congratulations again to all student athletes.
Hello, everybody. Well, first of all, a huge thank you to Sophia and to Denham. You guys are a very hard act to follow. I hear the Academy Awards for next year have some openings as they did this year. So I will be putting your names forward. I know you all have been waiting for this moment. And no, I do not mean the end of the banquet, but time for me to speak. This might not be the most exciting part of the evening, but it is very important we take a few moments to express our sincere thanks and appreciation to all those who make a huge difference in your student-athlete experience at UBC Okanagan. First of all, I want to thank the Freedom 55 financial people, Thomas Gamer and Sean Olsen. We very much appreciate your coming on board to support our athletes, so thank you again. And a thank you to Diane Wetherell, the Coast Capri representative, that has been coming to this event for 20 years. 20 years, Diane. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We both started our jobs at the same time, and we were teenagers at the time, and you know, we just keep going, right? But thank you. We would also like to thank the numerous sponsors who have contributed in many, many ways, enhancing the opportunities for our student athletes and for our operations. We are very fortunate that the list is very, very long, so I will not refer to all of them. I will not name all of them. They are all in the program, and if you have an opportunity to thank you, please do so, because it is extremely important that they know that they are appreciated by all of us. Another well-deserved thank you goes to the excellent crew of student staff who work at the equipment desk, and our event staff who run the score tables and do our setup and tear down every weekend during the season. To Derek Como out there, to Pam Prentice, Bonnie Taylor, Sherry Petco, and our co-workers who are our co-workers and helping our department in various ways. We say thank you so much for helping us on a daily basis. It means a lot to us. Our technical crew in the back there, Leah Townsend, Sam Charles, and Kareem Mansour. Thank you very much for all your technical help, assistance. It's a great show. You did a fantastic job, so thank you. Our photographer, Ken Reed, who takes beautiful pictures of beautiful people. Thank you, Ken. Our department staff, Tony Lee, Kevin Kraft, Carrie Mellon, Leigh McDougall, Crystal Westgate, Carol Boyd, Jennifer Kello, Jeff Thorburn, and Kevin Phillips. Thank you for the dedication that you show every day when you come to work. We appreciate it. A special thank you to our still fairly new athletic director, Tom Husman. We hope you have not regretted coming from all the way from Ontario. He brought his wife, 2 children, a dog, 2 cats, and a rabbit, and everybody survived along the way. Last but not least, our Associate Vice President Students, Ian Call, the man who signs off on our budget, very important. We thank you for your continued support of varsity athletics. Thank you. And now, you've heard all these people that I've mentioned. I would really appreciate a hand of applause for all of the people that are here. Thank you very much, everybody. To those of you who are leaving, we wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. For those of you who are returning, we'll see you next season. And to all of you students, we wish you all the best at your exams. I'm not done yet. Hold on. In a moment, we will enjoy a video presentation prepared by Sam Charles. Thank you, Sam, for this and for all the crazy hours of work you do on webcasting, social media presence, and sports information. Thank you. I know that tonight many of you will go from here to other celebrations. I said it last year, and I will say it again, because that's what mothers do, Sophia. Know your limit and drink within it. So make good decisions. Make good decisions, look out for each other, and be safe. This concludes, except for the presentation, our presentation. So good night and drive safely. Thank you.